Welcome back, everyone. Today we're back on that Carrier rooftop unit that needs TXV replacement. But today we are going to be focusing on the vacuuming process, the leak detection process, and the charging process. So before it heats up anymore, let's get started. All right, guys, first things first. We want to hook up, make sure we have no pressure inside our unit. I'm hooking up to circuit A. My high side first, and then my low side. As you can see on the gauge, we are right around 5 pounds. That's just like residual that was left in there from recovery. So anytime that you're gonna braze, or anytime you're gonna braze, you're gonna want to relieve the pressure by opening up your Schrader valves. Now, these Carrier units come with these Schrader valves that are actually screwed in like by a bolt. So we're gonna take these off, loosen them up, so when we're brazing on the other side, the pressure can escape somewhere. Let me go. Alright, so I went to get some wrenches. It's gonna be 5/8 and a 1/2 inch to loosen it up. So you always want to back, anytime you're like loosening something up, you always want to back it up, especially things that are welded on, because you could put too much torque and will crack the weld, and then you're gonna have to weld it again. So always when loosening up anything with pressure, water, gas, you want to go slow, right? You want to go slow. Make sure you have, just in case of that, right there. Now you can imagine if this was full of pressure, that thing would have shot out like a bullet. So you want to do the same thing to the other side. Slowly remove it, wiggle it, make sure there's no more pressure. And you're good. All right, guys, so here we have the TXV for circuit A, and that's the circuit we're working on. One thing you always want to do before starting to replace things, make sure they sent you the right parts, right? So I don't know if you guys can see that, but right there is a Carrier part number, and it's EA36UZ126. And you want to make sure that you got the right TXV for the right circuit, because it's sized properly, right? So if you know, and if you go up top to circuit 2, it's actually 136 ending. So you want to make sure you got the right part. Like I said, I ordered OEM from Carrier, and here we have it, 126. Okay, so here I got my Klein multi-tools nut driver. It's a little heavy, but it does save space in your bag, because you have so many different like nut driver sockets on one tool. So first we're going to take off our sensing bulb here, loosen up the strap. Wiggle it out. Has all this monkey shit on it. All right. Came off. We're gonna leave this one strapped in right here, just because when I start to unbraze right here, this line, I want to be able to pull up, and I don't want the whole TXV to pull up. All right guys, so before we start to unbraze anything, we have two more Schraders that we need to take off right here at the TXV. I mean at the filter dryer, sorry. Yeah, you just want everywhere where any pressure could be built up, to be able to escape. And also, one thing I forgot to mention, as you can see, all Schraders, even if they're the other type Schrader cores, have like an O-ring right here, and that could burn up if you leave it inside. So always remove them. As you can tell, this one on the top, it's like the regular design, so we'll need a Schrader remover tool. I picked up this Klein multi like HVAC pocket screwdriver, and it comes with a Schrader remover. And oh, still need some more. So you just want to leave it loose enough that pressure could escape from it. All right, so as you can tell here, I have my torch set. We haven't gotten into brazing, at least in my class, so I'm not gonna get too much into the torch set. All I will say is that for this size of pipe, I do use a 1-tip. It should be enough. And also for my tanks, I have them set, my acetylene around 7 and my oxygen at 15. Some say that's too high, but that's just how I like it. So you can go to the book for what they recommend in the book. So let me set up my torches, and then we can start burning some pipe.